Yo, what's really good, my people? Keep on me games here, back at it with another video for you guys. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we are doing something completely different. And that's because we're actually playing a meta deck. What? Which is something, that I rarely cover in this channel because I feel like it's more fun to beat the meta as opposed to playing the meta. You get what I'm saying? But in any case, I'm not against meta decks, nor do I bash those who strictly play only like meta decks, to reach their own at the end of the day. But now my hopes for playing this deck is to, diversify the channel a little bit. So if you like for me to also cover some of the top tier decks and not just the usual fun rogue decks that I often like making videos on, then, let me know down below. Like, one thing that I can try to do is make videos covering the top tier decks in order to exploit their weaknesses, and to be able to teach you guys how to better counter them, because I think the best way to learn how to counter a deck is, to actually play the deck, and, just once you learn it, then you'll know how to interact against it. So if that's something that may interest you, let me know down below. So with all that said, let's just jump into these replays. I have some really fun and crazy replays that I like to show you. And as always, stick around to the end of the video because I'll go over the deck list and I'll highlight each card at the end. So thank you guys for clicking on this video. And if you happen to enjoy it, then don't be shy and hit that subscribe button. Alright, let's get it, people. So in this replay, we are going to go up against Kashtira Stun, if I remember correctly, which is a really crazy duel because my man does a lot to screw me over here. But anyways, we do hit him with the maxi and it does resolve, but he doesn't give me a whole lot of draws. Now here, I haven't played against Kashtira in a long time, so the thing that you want to do whenever someone hits you with a Rise Heart, you actually want to imperm it right away as opposed to waiting for him to activate, because he banishes by cost. So I thought that I would wait for him to activate, hit him with the imperm, so that way I will stop the banish and also stop him from going level 7. But I completely forgot that no, that's not the case. You really want to imperm it right off the bat. So here he gets to banish the unicorn, but we hit him with the imperm now, so that's going to prevent him from going into a level 7 monster, which most of the time they're going to the Shangri-La or Shangri-Li. And then here my man normal summons the Fossil Dyna. Alright, and then now he activates the preparation, so that means he's going to be able to special summon the unicorn if I happen to get rid of the Fossil Dyna. So that's another reason why it's great to imperm the Rise Heart right off the bat and not wait for him to activate. But anyway, so we're going to normal summon the Chessy Cat just so that I can attack over the Fossil Dyna so that I can make plays. Okay, so now that's going to allow him to special summon the unicorn. Okay, so with the Chessy Cat, we banish the Dormouse and we draw 2. Unfortunately, we don't draw into any more disruptions besides the Maxi and the Cross Out. But now he is going to activate the Ogre, so the Ogre can look at my deck and he's going to banish my MTP. And then now the Kashtira is also going to activate and he's going to banish my Heart Scripter. So now with the Dormouse, we're going to banish the White Rabbit, special summon it. The White Rabbit is going to set the GWC. Okay, and then now with these two monsters, we're going to go into the Phoenix. And the reason why I go into the Phoenix is because I really want to get rid of this preparation, because if I don't do it, then he's going to be able to recur his resources, and I don't want that. And then I thought that the background card was an imperm. I thought this was an imperm, so I was not too worried about it because I have the Cross Out. But unfortunately, you'll find out it's actually not an imperm. But anyway, so we banish the March Hare, get the March Hare back to our hand, so that we can banish the Chessy Cat. So now the Chessy Cat special summon herself back onto the field. And then now we go into the Link Decoder. Okay, and then now we're going to activate the GWC, banishing the Red Ransom, getting back our White Rabbit. Okay, then that's going to be able to special summon the Red Ransom. And now we're going to go into the White Binder. Okay, so we're going to activate the White Binder, banishing the preparations and the Fossil Dyna. And then we're going to activate the link decoder to allow him to special summon himself back onto the field. Okay, and then now we're going to set back our GWC. And then now with these two monsters, we're going to go into the Acid Cold Talker, because I'm just going to go for the kill right over here. Try to wipe away his field of monsters. And then here my man hits me actually with the Super Poly. So he wipes away my field and he goes into the Garura. Okay, so now we activate the Magnum HUD, banishing the White Binder. Okay, the Magnum HUD is going to activate, the White Binder is going to special summon himself back onto the field. Okay, and we draw into an Ash Blossom, and then now with these two monsters, we're going to go into the Apollo USA. Alright, and then I'm going to set these in pass. And also, I remember like my timer was also getting real low. So here he's going to normal summon the Ash, and then here I kind of screwed things up. I actually should have waited, because by activating the Duel Swarm preemptively like this, it's actually going to make me chain block my own Appaloosa. So I thought that I could at least negate one of these monsters with the Appaloosa, but now the White Binder is going to be the last one to activate. So yeah, that was a big misplay on my part. Okay, so now he's going to banish the White Rabbit, and the Unicorn is now going to banish the Splash Mage. Okay, then now I'm going to activate the White Binder, banishing all these cards from the field, and then I'm also going to hit him with the Maxi again. Alright, so now the Red Ransom activates, the March Hare activates, and then also the White Rabbit activates. So the White Rabbit is going to special summon herself back onto the field. Alright, then the March Hare is going to return to my hand. And then the Red Ransom is going to special summon herself back. And then I can search for a Spell a Trap. Okay, and then now he's going to go into the Burrow on the floor. Okay, and then now the Unicorn is going to search for the Theosis. Okay, he's going to activate the Theosis, but I'm going to hit him with the Ash Blossom. Alright, and then he doesn't negate, because if he negates with the Bear on the floor, then I can negate the Bear on the floor with the Apollo USA. So now he's going to turn the Garura into a Typhon. Alright, so a couple of misplay on my part, I'm not going to lie. I mean, you know, also a thing with this deck, I've only been playing it for like about 2 days, so you know, I probably should have practiced some more with it, but what the hell. Alright, so here we're going to now activate the March Hare, banishing the White Binder. Okay, White Binder is going to special summon himself back onto the field. That's going to trigger the Unicorn, but I'm going to negate the Unicorn with the Malice and Mirror. Okay, so we get our White Binder back. We draw a card. I'm going to activate the GWC. Special summoning the Red Ransom back, get some life points. Then I'm going to activate the Jewel Swarm, and then here he's going to negate with the Bear on the floor. Alright, and then now I'm going to reset the GWC, and then now with the Red Ransom I'm going to go into my own Typhon. Okay, so we're going to activate the Typhon, spin back the Bear on the floor. And then here I don't attack, because again, I remember like my timer was low, which is why I don't set any of these cards. Like I remember, I think I was on like 2 seconds, which kind of sucks, but you know. So anyways, he's going to activate the Theosis. I hit him with the Joe and Lockbird. He's going to banish my Firewall Dragon. He's going to activate the Theosis, and we're going to negate the Theosis with the Impulse. Alright, so now we're locked out of Light, Earth, and Wind. Okay, so here I'm going to special summon the Red Ransom, get back my life points. Okay, and then here he's going to go into the SP Little Knight. Okay, and then with the SP, he's going to banish my Typhon. And then he's going to set one. I'm going to banish the Red Ransom with the March Hare, special summoning herself back. Alright, so here I tried to clean out his field because I don't want the unicorn banishing any more monsters, and I don't want the little knight to banish anything off the field as well. But then look at that. My man got the evenly matched, bro. Like, it's ridiculous, bro. All the shit that I had to go through. But anyway, so we hit him with the field spell, getting the Dormouse over here. And the reason why I didn't banish the white binder is because the white binder can reset the GWC, and I at least will be able to, you know, special summon back my monsters to gain life points. And then I guess here he kind of bricked, so he just surrendered. But bro, after playing through a freaking evenly matched, a freaking super poly, and getting like almost my entire extra deck banished face down, that was crazy. That was crazy. Replay, we're gonna go second again, and this time we're gonna go up against the enemy Ryzeal. Okay, so he's gonna start with the Fiendsmith. So we're playing against Fiendsmith Ryzeal. Okay, he's gonna search for the track. He's gonna activate the track, getting himself the Lurry. Okay, so now the Lurry is going to activate. Alright, and the reason why I didn't hit him with the Ash Blossom is just sometimes I feel they might have like already a second copy, so I rather hit the Requiem with the Ash Blossom, preventing him from going into the Lacrimal. Alright, so now he's going to activate the Engraver, special summon the Engraver. Okay, then now he's going to attach the Requiem, and then with these two monsters he can go into the Princess. Okay, then he's going to normal summon the Ice Ryzeal. I'm going to hit him with the Impulse, negating him from special summoning. But he still got the extender, so he's going to go into the Dual Drive with the EXT. Okay, then the Dual Drive is going to search for the Sword Ryzeal and the Node Ryzeal. Okay, so the Sword is going to special summon, searching for another Ice. Okay, then the Node is going to special summon itself, discarding the Full Wallows, bringing back the Ice. Then he's going to draw a card, then he's going to go with the other Ice into the Detonator. Alright, and then now with these two level 4s, I believe he goes into the Star Leech. Alright, so now the Star Leech is pretty much going to make his monsters untargetable. Alright, and then he sets one and pass. Alright, so we're going to start with the Gold Sarcophagus. Okay, and we're going to banish the White Rabbit. White Rabbit is going to special summon herself. Okay, and then we're going to activate the White Rabbit, and he has infinite impermanence. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Actually, my baby boy woke up, so I went back to put him to sleep. So I think maybe this is where I left off, so let's keep it going. So we got the White Rabbit. We're gonna search for, well, not search, but set our trap card, but he's gonna hit me with the infinite impermanence. Alright, so now we normal summon the Dormouse. We're gonna banish one of our monsters, but before we banish, he's gonna hit me with the Detonator, getting rid of the White Rabbit. So we banish the Chessy Cat. Okay, then he's gonna activate the Detonator again, and smart on him, you really want to get rid of the monsters on my field, because without any monsters, you know, I cannot go into Splash Mage or anything like that. And then he's gonna negate me with the Aggregator. Okay, so now we're gonna activate the Triple Tactics Talon, gonna take away one of his monsters, and instead of popping himself, he pops my Chessy Cat. Alright, but we still have extenders, so we're going to banish the Dormouse with the March Hare. Okay, so now we're going to go into the Link Decoder. And with 3 monsters on the field, including a Maliss, we can go into our Red Ransom. Alright, so now with the Red Ransom, we can search for the field spell, and then we chain link block it with the Link Decoder. Alright, and then I guess he realizes that I can continue playing, so he's just gonna scoop. Alright, my people, welcome to our next replay. And once again, we're gonna go second, and we're gonna go up against Ryzeal. Okay, so he's gonna start with normal summoning the ice. We got the infinite impermanence, put a stop on that. Alright, and then he's gonna set 3 and pass. Alright, back to us. We don't have the best starting hands, but we'll see what we can do. Okay, so we normally summon the white rabbit. White rabbit is going to set our trap card, but he's got the infinite impermanence. And then this was kind of like not the best idea. I was trying to, dodge the infinite impermanence by activating the Maliss and mirror. But now all we have is a white rabbit with a GWC, which I think maybe it would have been better if I kept the Maliss and mirror and try to negate whatever he may end up summoning, because now he's got the 7 Tachyon, so now I try to act Blocksmith, but he's got the finger. But lucky for us, we still have a Duel Lockbird in hand, so it can put some damage. Okay, so he's gonna search for another ice. Alright, so now we hit him with the Duel Lockbird. He's gonna normal summon the ice, but the ice can special summon and not search, so he's gonna special summon the star, and the star is gonna set the plasma. Alright, and now with these 3 monsters, he's gonna go into the big boy, the detonator. Alright, so now he's gonna smash the white rabbit. Alright, and then we're going to banish the white rabbit. Okay, and he's going to imperm the Jewish worm. And here I was confused. I was like, why would you imperm the Jewish worm in the end phase and not the white rabbit? But it's because he knew that I was going to activate, and now he can pop the Jewish worm. And now if I activate the Jewish worm to send the detonator, it's not going to work because he is negated. So smart on him, because if I get rid of the Jewish worm on my turn, then I can easily out the detonator. So now I'm trying to kind of bait out the detonator, make him waste his pops as best as I could. So I go into the Little Knight, try to banish the detonator. He's going to he's going to chain the detonator to pop the Little Knight. So now the Little Knight gets popped, and I don't banish anything, and then he's able to attach another card to the detonator, so now he gets 2 pops again. Crazy. Alright, so now we banish the Maliss and mirror. Then we can banish the white rabbit, and now the white rabbit can special summon herself. Again, you want to get as many bodies as you can on the field so that we can try to link climb, and he knows it, so again he's going to try to get rid of my monsters. Okay, so we special summon the white rabbit. Now with these 2 monsters, I'm going to go into the lizard dose. Okay, and now with the lizard dose, I'm going to banish the March Hare, and I'm going to reduce the detonator. And then the detonator is going to get rid of my lizard dose. And all of this is to deplete his resources, because if he doesn't pop the lizard dose, then I'm going to be able to attack over the detonator with the lizard dose. So all I'm trying to do is just make him get rid of his resources as much as I can. Alright, and then here we got a little lucky because I guess he bricked. So now he's left with a detonator with no resources. And then he's got the maxi, but I got the finger. And from here on, he knows it's over because now I have my March Hare and my Dormouse. Okay, so he's gonna scoop. I'm gonna go first, and this is gonna be kind of like a mirror match, if I remember correctly. Alright, and again, our hand is not necessarily the greatest, but we're gonna see what we can do. We get hit with the Fuwalos. Okay, so with the white rabbit, I'm gonna set the MTP. Activate the MTP, banish the white rabbit, search for the March Hare. Okay, then now the white rabbit is going to special summon himself back. I'm going to activate the March Hare, banishing the MTP, go into our Splash Mage. Okay, with the Splash Mage we can bring back one of our monsters. Okay, and then we're going to go into the Red Ransom. Okay, and with the Red Ransom we can search for our field spell. So we can search for the field spell, activate the field spell. We're going to banish the Maliss in the mirror. activate the mirror, banish the March Hare, get the door mouse, set the March Hare back to the hand, and I'm going to set these 2 cards in pass. Just because I don't want to give him too many draws. I think I gave him already like 2 draws. Okay, so here he's going to activate the door mouse. I'm going to activate the March Hare. Okay, and I'm going to banish the White Rabbit. Okay, he's going to banish the White Rabbit as well. So both of our White Rabbits are going to activate. Okay, so he's going to set, and I'm going to set. Okay, and then now he's going to go into the link decoder. Okay, then he's going to activate the March Hare. I'm going to activate the Impulse. Okay, so put a stop to that. Then he's going to activate the Triple Tactus Talent. He's going to take control of my Red Ransom. So now using all of these monsters, he's going to be able to go into the one and only Red Ransom again so that he can search for his field spell. Okay, then I'm going to activate my GWC. I'm going to banish the March Hare. Okay, and I'm going to bring back my Red Ransom, gain some life points. Okay, then he's going to search for his field spell. Alright, and then lastly we're going to hit him with the Draw and Lockbird, but he's got the finger, so he's going to finger the Draw and the Lockbird. Right, and now he goes into the Appaloosa. Alright, and my man is checking the Dotscaper, so now with the Red Ransom and the Dotscaper, it's gonna go into the Splash Mage. And at this point, I'm not quite sure what is his game plan, but since he got rid of the Maliss monsters, I am going to hit him with the Imperm. Because since he set these cards this turn, he's not going to be able to activate them unless he controls a Maliss monster. So that kind of forces him to get rid of the Appaloosa to go into the Lizardos. Okay, and now with the Lizardos, he's going to banish the Dormouse. Alright, and then now with these 2 monsters, he's going to go into the White Binder. Okay, and then he's going to set back the GWC. Now he's going to activate the GWC, banishing the White Binder, getting back the Red Ransom, getting some life points. White Binder special summons himself back, draws a card, and then he's going to banish 3 of my cards from the graveyard. Alright, and then now with these 2 monsters, he's going to go into the Acid Cold Talker. Okay, and then he's going to banish the Lizardos, getting rid of the field spell. He's going to banish the Appaloosa, getting rid of the White Rabbit. And then he's going to attack. And then he's going to scoop. Because he knows since he was not able to lethal me, I'm going to be able to retaliate. Oh, well, actually, no, he timed out. But either way, because he was not able to OTK me, like, on my turn, I could easily retaliate and go for the win. Alright, my people, for the next replay, we are going to go first, and we're actually going to go up against Sky Striker Tenpai. Okay, so we start with our basic combo. We're going to normal summon the Dormouse, and we're going to banish the White Rabbit. And I banished the White Rabbit because I already got the March Hare. So usually you want to banish the March Hare, but in this case, we're going to banish the White Rabbit. We're going to set the GWC, and we're going to go into the Link Decoder. Okay, and then now with the March Hare, we can banish the Dormouse, special summoning the March Hare, and special summoning back the Dormouse. And now with these 3 monsters, we're going to go into the Red Ransom. Alright, and then the Red Ransom is going to search the field spell, and the Link Decoder is going to bring itself back onto the field. Okay, and then now with these two monsters, we're gonna go into the Appaloosa, which I think this shorty is probably gonna get banned. I don't know. Okay, but anyways, we're gonna banish the Chessy Cat, special summon the Chessy Cat, activate the Chessy Cat, banish the Dormouse, draw 2 cards. I mean, not the Dormouse, the March Hare. Then the March Hare is gonna bring herself back onto my hand. And then now with these two monsters, we're gonna go into the Splash Mage. Okay, then the Splash Mage is gonna bring back a monster. Okay, and then now with these two, we're gonna go into our White Binder. Okay, and then now we're going to activate the GWC, banishing the White Binder, special summoning the Red Ransom. Okay, and then now the White Binder comes back, we can draw a card, and we can search for our follow-up. Alright, and then now with these two monsters, we're going to go into the Firewall Dragon. Okay, and then we're going to set our Maliss in the Mirror, which is the monster negate, and then we're going to hit him with the Maxi. Okay, so here he's going to activate the Upstart Goblin, then he's going to activate Into the Void, and then he's going to hit me with the Lightning Storm. So I'm going to activate the Firewall Dragon and bounce back the Appaloosa. Okay, then he's going to activate the Heavy Storm. I'm going to activate the GWC. Okay, with the GWC, I'm going to bring back the Red Ransom, bring some life points, say goodbye to my back row. Okay, then we're going to search for our field spell. Now he's going to activate the Hydra. Alright, so I'm going to banish the White Binder. Okay, he's going to search for the Kaiman. Okay, then now the White Binder can special summon himself back onto the field. And then I'm going to banish the White Rabbit and the Maliss in Mirror and the Chessy Cat. And then here, because we only have space for 2 monsters, so you got to be careful how you chain your monster effects. Just keep that in mind. Sometimes if you have too many Maliss monsters in your banish zone, then you're not going to be able to special summon all of them onto the field. Okay, so we add the March Hare back to our hand. Then we special summon the White Rabbit, special summon the Chessy. White Rabbit is going to set our MTP. And then now, because there is also no space, but we can add back the March Hare. So we set the MTP. He's going to activate the Cosmic Cyclone, trying to banish the MTP. So I'm going to activate the MTP to pretty much get rid of the Hydra. Alright, and then now he's going to hit me with the Afterburners, getting rid of the Red Ransom. And he's going to go into the battle phase, activate the Kaiman, but lucky for us, this deck draws like crazy, so we were able to draw into an Ash Blossom. And we were able to put a stop to it. Alright, my people, so for the remainder of the replays, I am going to just let the game play out. I won't commentate just because I'm paranoid about my baby boy waking up again. So just enjoy some replays, and if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, be sure to leave it down below and I'll get to them as soon as I can. So thank you all for watching. Enjoy the rest of the video and enjoy the rest of the gameplays. People, so that's gonna be a wrap for the video. Again, my apologies for not commentating in the last half of the video, but you know, we gotta balance this dad life with the baby sleeping and all of that. But anyways, let's jump right into the deck list. So we're running two we're running two Joe and Lockbirds. This is really great to counter Ryzeal. And then we got two Maxis for Maxi purposes, three Ash Blossoms to counter the Maxi. And then we got three White Rabbit, and then we have one Chessy Cat, we got three Dormouse, and we got three March Hare, and then we have two Fuwalos, one Artifact Lancia. This is pretty much for cross out designator target. Then we have one Magnum Hut, one Jewess Worm, two Gold Sarcophagus, one Triple Tactus Talent, three Maliss in Underground, two Called by the Graves, and one Cross Out Designator, one Maliss in the Mirror, three Infinite Impermanence, three Dominus Impulse, one MTP, and one GWC. Alright, and for the extra deck, we have one Typhon, one Salamangreat Almirage, one Lingaribo, one Link Decoder, one Nightmare Phoenix, one Splash Mage, one Dark the Dark Charmer, one SP Little Knight, one Haggard Lizardos, one Red Ransom, and then we got one Shorty of the White Binder, one Heart Scripter, one Firewall Dragon, and one Appaloosa. And last but not least, the big boy, Assist Cold Talker. Alright, so once again, thank you all so much for sticking out. If you saw the video from the beginning to end, I greatly appreciate it. That helps out a lot. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. That would greatly help me out. Thank you all so much. Any questions, comments, or concerns, leave it down below and I will get to you as soon as I can. Without further ado, thank you all so much again, and continue enjoying the rest of your day, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you may be in the world. Kiwami Games, peace out.